This is Extreme Makeover Home Edition. How'd they do that?
I'm locking myself in my secret room. No one gets to see this baby until I'm done. So, avert your eyes. Well, I'm working on Mom's office, which is actually my secret room, and I can't really get any privacy in the bus, so I'm gonna go and try and go into one of our wagons where I can actually work in a little bit of privacy and try and keep a secret. Oh, this will be great. No one seems to be in this one. Well, I'm working on a rough layout of what the room's gonna look like. So, one, I can get a feel for it, and two, I can also make sure we're heading in the right direction. You gotta draw it out, you gotta visualize it before you can make it happen. The reason I wanted to give her an office, build her an office, is the fact that, well, she's been handed this whole business, you know. It's been basically dropped in her lap, and she's having to raise a family and run the business. Right now, she's running her office out of her bedroom, and it's obviously not that easy. Whenever I take on a project, I try and really make it the best it can be. So I'm trying to basically kind of go with a country theme in the sense that it is a farm. Well, I must have this real paneling thing, go with a knotty pine, maybe paint it white, sand out some areas, give it a real worn, you know, an old feel. Gonna do this really cool thing on the ceiling, which is actually these ceiling tiles that's basically aluminum. I'm also gonna try and get some photos of Glenn and the family together. It's a lot of work. Awesome. So we're getting the plywood finally installed on the walls, right? So we said we get 3 or 4 guys in here with a few nail guns and just start firing it in?
Yep.
Right now, we're gonna start installing all this one by, and it's starting to change right in front of your eyes. This is gonna be an exciting day for this room. Well, it's taken a lot of time, to be honest with you, but it's gonna look really amazing. Got a long way to go, but the good news is, well, there's not really any good news. The bad news is the family's gonna be here in about 20 hours. But hey, what can you do, man? You can just keep going and hope that, who knows, maybe the limo has to tour the farm country for a while before they come home. It's pretty much a nightmare, yeah. Okay, so I took the photos, put it in the scanner, into the computer, actually printed it out. Well, here's a great photo of Glenn and Jen. And I think one of the coolest things is I blew this picture up of Glenn that I think is pretty awesome. And so this is gonna actually go in an 18 by 20 frame. They printed out well, they all look fantastic. Just gotta get them in some frames. But I've got a few bigger fish to fry right now. I'm gonna go check on the seamsters, and I'm gonna check on the color, then I'm gonna make sure I can start getting some paint on the walls. We're gonna make it across the finish line. We're gonna win the game. At the same time, I've got my own thing working on, you know, inside here that I gotta stay creative and make sure that I really put my special touch on a very special room that I wanna work on. Good time, good morning. It's called distressing. It's really great when you're stressed. Is that gonna be our crown right there? Is that our crown? It's gonna go up like this. And that's gonna go all the way around the room, and that's gonna look pretty awesome. We're gonna burn the midnight oil! Too bad we don't have midnight anymore. We've only got until noon. Hey, man, when it's 4th and 20 and everyone else is thinking about punting, I'm saying, no, babe, let's go long. We can make it happen. Good thing I had some breakfast. We'll move around, we'll do that window, then we'll bring in the curtains, then we'll bring in the valance, right? I don't know, but take a look around here. I made all these guys promise me to help me finish. So here we go. We got 1 guy here in the roof. We got 3 guys painting the ceiling. 2 guys painting the wall, installing the crown molding. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 guys watching those guys paint. We got 2 guys over there installing the flooring. 2 guys over there making sure we have nuts. These guys are actually handling the molding up the sides of the ceiling. This guy's actually touching up paint in the doorway. And this guy's actually scrubbing the floor, trying to clean this thing before the family comes home. Yeah, that's what's going on behind the secret door, my friend. Oh, yeah, these guys are going to keep a secret, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm just amazed that we got it all done in time. Thank God I had the help that I had because it wasn't easy. So this is my secret room. This is actually the headquarters now for Glen Jen Farms. I think it really turned out awesome. I can't believe it actually got finished in time because, to be honest with you, it almost didn't happen. What's great about it is it's located at the end of the house, so people can pull up, they can buy the hay, and they can come in here, actually pay for it. It's basically the office that Jen never really had. To give you an idea what the inspiration for this room was, well, honestly, it's a farmhouse, so we wanted it to be rustic, and I wanted to give it kind of a cool barn feel, a little bit of a country vibe. So I brought in some really cool stripes and basically kind of go a modern country look. I wanted to give her a bar with a cash register, a computer, and plenty of room to run an office.
Oh, gosh.
The new office that they gave me is incredible. It's just perfect. Perfect.
But I think the most important thing that I can put in this room, actually, is basically a picture of EMHE Elcano.
Look at the pictures. That was really special.
You know, this is basically the memory of Glenn and his dreams of what he wanted with his farm. And now, maybe, with our help, those dreams can actually come true. I think it was really kind of an important room because the reason we're here is to basically try and save this farm. Good stuff. I think the key word for this whole week has been overwhelming. The family's reactions were a lot different than you usually see because the emotion was coming over them and they didn't know what to do. And I think it's been such a tough loss on them that they just can't believe what's happening. These guys have been through a really sad, sad year, man. And we wanted to give this family some happiness back. The enthusiasm around here was pretty infectious. It's pretty clear the design team caught it. This whole farming world is a pretty amazing way of life, and we were lucky to have lived it for the week. Now, here's the wildest part. Now we get on the bus, drive 1,000 miles, and do it all over again. And you know what? Right now, that sounds pretty good.
To find out more about the products used in tonight's show, go to abc.com, keyword home makeover.